Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back. It's the Big C Show. It's me again. It is I, says I. How you doing today? Like and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm about to be coming with some heat. You know, I'm a little under the weather right now, but I'm gonna kick it off, man. Yeah, man. So today we're gonna talk about the boogeyman. R. Kelly. Robert. We're gonna talk about Rob today, man. You know, he didn't tangled him a web, or what a tangled web we weaved. He got in a lot of trouble, you know. And my daddy told me, don't let your little head lead your big head. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, our brother got caught up listening to his little head, you know. I don't think that R. Kelly was right what he was doing. You know, the religions and the spirituality thing about fornication is it could create a spirit around you, man, and you could bring those spirits into your world. And them some freaky deaky ass spirits, you know, especially after you having threesomes and you able to get all the women you can get, having foursomes, fivesomes, orgies and shit like that. You're a big superstar. You can pervert your life like that, man. I always say, you know, people talk about other people's sexuality, but when you performing like that, trying to knock everything down, that's kind of, you know, you got to address that as a sickness too, you know. And he got in trouble. But you look at Jerry Lee Lewis, they just honored him. He's an old man. He married his cousin. She was 15. And they still honoring him right now. It just was on the internet the other day. They gave him his props for what, I don't know. Elvis Presley, another one. He's the king of rock and roll, so they say, and he was a pervert. You know they was knocking everything down. Hugh Hefner, Hugh Hefner had 55 girlfriends. You know, he was knocking everything down. So it just don't make no sense to me that they don't make these shows. I was watching the show Surviving R. Kelly, and they had the dramatic music, and they got all these people coming up in there. Not only the supposed alleged victims, but people on the outside looking in. And what my take on it is this, man. I remember being a nice guy. People used to call me a nice guy. I used to be a gentleman. I'm a gentleman, you know what I'm saying, to the females. And I always try to be a gentleman. And shit, I didn't get no pussy trying to be a gentleman, you know. So, you know, when I had my little relationships and stuff, I always kept it solid, because I just didn't feel none of that sleeping all around. Made you feel nasty. You sleeping with 5, 6 girls at a time, and it's shit kind of disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to stick. I mean, just think about disease and all that stuff. You know, a lot of motherfuckers burning, going to the doctor. 3 days later, go see the doctor. But, and another thing about it is, it just didn't do nothing for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I had a little compassion in my heart, and I didn't want to do nobody like that. I don't want to be done like that. A lot of niggas act like they players, but when they get their heart broke, then you see them breaking girls' jaws and shooting girls and going crazy and all that, because just as well as you can give it, you can get it too, you know. So with this R. Kelly thing, man, it's a trip. Like, you know, all these girls going around. Didn't y'all hear the songs that he was singing? You know, didn't you? I mean, everybody was just like the old school soul music, Luther and all that stuff. That was baby making music, man. So for a brother to be singing that, why would you have your child or have your daughter around some shit like that? You know? And who was with him that's letting all this stuff go down? It was just a bunch of fuckery, you know, literally. So it just don't make no sense for them to put this boy on blast like this before this trial, and they just prejudicing the jury. They're making the jury a prejudice, man. You know what I'm saying? All this, all these stories and all these tales. Them young girls had no business being around him. And, you know, he gonna get what he gonna reap what he sowed on. But you know, I just don't think that we should listen to this media do this boy like this, and you know, all R&B artists is fucking everybody. You know, yeah. Look at Usher. Look at all of them. All of them is doing that freaky dicky stuff, man. So it just don't make no sense to me. I don't get it. You know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, get at me in the comments, but I don't see why a brother should spend the rest of his life in jail because he was getting some pussy, you know? Now, if they was underage, I understand that, you know? But what was they doing around them? What was their parents, you know? You got girls out here right now, dress themselves up. You don't know how old they is. They lie and shit like that. And, you know, for an R&B singer like that, he could get anybody he want. So they put themselves in the positions like, why would you put yourself in a position to get done like that? And then they'll treat, I heard one of the girls say, now she can't even have sex, right, with her mate because she used to be getting told what to do. And that shows you that her mate, he probably don't know what he doing, you know? Because, you know, if she could perform how she was performing and stay for the time she stayed, she must have liked it. And I know they're gonna say, people say, well, they loved him. But come on, man, you love the abuse, you know? Because he fucking you, he fucking her, he fucking new girls that he just meet off on stage. Everybody, he taking everybody down. But you see this, that's why, that should have showed your young ass, you should have stayed your motherfucking ass in the house and not been around that, because you wasn't ready for that type of shit. So now, you acting like, you know, somebody did something to you, you did it to your goddamn self by being hard-headed, not listening to your parents, and taking your hot ass out there and trying to get this nigga some pussy and think that he gonna love you when he didn't even love himself. You know? He's conflicted all the way. Toe up right now. You know? And it's just sad to see them drag the image of the brother of a black man through the mud like that. They did Bill Cosby like that. Bill Cosby, shit come back 40 years. Ain't no statute of limitations on that, you know? I mean, they accusing Donald Trump right now, and he the president. So it's all bullshit to me, man. I don't know, man. I might have it wrong. And this shit is not cut and dry with me. I'm always up for being educated on stuff like this. But I just don't see how they should take the brother life like that. And I'm still listening to his music because I can separate the artist from the art, you know. Shit, I'm still in America, and these motherfuckers did more than me and my ancestors than anybody. So yeah, I listen to the music. I watch football, and they disrespected Colin Kaepernick like for standing up for us. But I still watch a couple games every once in a while. So you know, I just don't understand it, man. And who's behind this hit? You know, it's like lifestyle. Keep doing these R. Kelly things. They ain't did nothing on Harvey Weinstein. They ain't did nothing on President Trump. They ain't did nothing on Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. They ain't did nothing on Hugh Hefner. They just assassinating the character of black people. So I don't know, man. I don't think they should have been nowhere around him, and it's his fault because he's a grown ass man and he know better. And ignorance is not an excuse. You should have had somebody should have been around him to protect him from himself, but he got to reap the benefits now, you know. So y'all let me know. I want to give me some insight. Educate me on this, man. What am I not getting? You know, I understand that they was youngsters and everything, but you know, you could tell that a lot of niggas got daughters, and we tell them, hey, just keep your ass in the house. But shit, man, if they gonna get out, they gonna get out and do their thing. Look, I was just looking at Nick, whatever his name is. Whitney Houston's daughter, boyfriend. He had an overdose. He overdosed. You know, Whitney now knew they was always getting high. That was their whole crew was getting high. That's why they dead. You know, but they was some youngsters. You know, so a lot of these parents, they know what their kids is doing, but it's bad parenting going on. That's why these niggas running around with 30-round clips and robbing people of their laptops and jumping in cars and going to prison for life because it's some bad parenting going on. The culture is all fucked up. So, you know, I really don't. I told a lot of young ladies in my life, man, you need to take your ass home. You don't need to be around this. You don't need to be around that. I come in the room, she fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? And happy about it. You know, I come in the room, she got 2 dicks in her motherfucking ass. One in the pussy, one in the mouth. So shit, man. You know, I done seen it all, man. You can't put nothing past me. Everything is not, this ain't the fucking Brady Bunch or Leave It to Beaver. These motherfuckers out here is wild. They wilding out. They selling pussy. They hoeing. They doing all type of shit. So, I don't know. I do know that nigga was wrong for being that stupid. And that's why when I get in a relationship, I got my love of my life right now. I ain't going outside of that. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. You know, it's not worth it. You know, get you somebody that you love, settle down with them, and have a family, and raise these kids, and stop setting our kids up for failure for not being a good parent, and keep them away from these other motherfuckers' kids that don't know what the fuck they doing. You know, because sometimes you can raise your child right, but the environment that they go into will take their ass wrong, take them left. You know, so y'all keep your head up, man. Get back at me. Let me know about this R. Kelly thing, and you know, educate me. I don't know. But I know they shouldn't have had their ass over there. They should have been in the motherfucking house somewhere. And who was going to school? So it's a lot of questions, you know. Y'all be good, man.